I can certainly tell you that life is not easy, but that's not anything new. We deal with adversity every day. We go up against challenges, difficulties, and fears every day. There's no doubt about it. Each day there's a battle, there's a war, but opportunities can wash ashore. And know that today is your day. Welcome to the D-Day Podcast. I'm Denise Sawyer, a two-time award-winning television journalist, a radio on-air personality, as well as a marketing and public relations director. Each week, I will peel back some layers to dish out the most authentic version of self-discovery with a hint of humor, a little bit of cray-cray, and unapologetic honesty. All right, so it's time to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, breaking through your self-inflicted barriers. So let's get started, let's get excited, and let's get moving. It's so funny to hear that intro because every time we get to the end and I say, let's get moving, I feel as if we're all going to pull out our yoga mats. We're going to all get into the squatting position and work on our glutes because that's the only thing that women are looking to work on nowadays. Like their glutes, nothing else. But ladies, we're not working out our glutes, at least not for today, at least not with me. We are working on our self-discovery. And today we're talking about adversity. Now, we're all built to survive, to even thrive under difficult conditions. Just look at the human body. Our muscles grow when we load on tons and tons of heavy weights during a painful workout. But when you're dealing with adversity, you will certainly feel the aches and the pains. But know that you are getting stronger, more resilient. You're getting ready to master that next level in life. Okay, maybe you don't want to take my word for it. Maybe you think, oh, Denise, you don't know much. You haven't really gone through any adverse conditions at the age of 30. Honey, I have, okay? We can talk about that. That would take longer than 10 minutes. But a very smart guy, someone who you would probably respect more than me, Albert Einstein, he once said, adversity introduces a man to himself. You may go through life playing it safe, but you will never know what you're really capable of if you don't take that shot, if you don't take that risk, if you don't take that chance to break outside of this box that you've created. No one has created it other than yourself. You have a talent that is so beyond your understanding, but fear is very, very aggressive. If you allow fear to creep into the crevice of your mind, it will set up shop, set up residency. It will roll out a welcome mat. It's not going anywhere. So that's why you cannot have any room in your life for fear. But we all know that's easier said than done. When we're dealing with adverse conditions, the first reaction is fear. So I wanted to do some research to really dive into how we can utilize fear or how we can rechannel our emotions at the point of reaction. So when I say research, basically I'm Googling and I'm using Wi-Fi because we all know I ain't making money off of this podcast. It's a free podcast, so I ain't paying for data out of my own pocket. So as I'm researching with my cell phone via Wi-Fi at the mall, I come across this theory, and this theory parallels the human life with a tree. Yes, I said a tree. I really did just say a tree. It parallels the human life with a tree. Hello, are you still there? Did I lose you? Hello, are you there?
Nope.
Please don't go anywhere. Trust me, follow this thought process. I promise you, you will learn something from this theory. It's good. It's better than if a tree falls in the forest, will it make a noise? I promise you. It's more than that. So here's what I've learned. After a windstorm, only the strongest trees remain standing. The harsher the wind, the stronger a tree must be in order to withstand it. It makes sense, right? Trees that survive the most adverse weather conditions have developed deeper roots and stronger trunks. So a tree that is constantly tested by adversity will grow and endure. Researchers say that the roots of a tree go deeper into the ground because it's in search of water. So just like the storms and the challenges and adversity and difficulties we may face in life, we have to dig deep inside of ourselves to see what is our source of living, our values. So remember that your character is rooted in your values. The deeper the roots, the greater the challenges you can withstand. You need to plant a seed for your future and work at cultivating a crop, a fruit, a reward. And deep inside of you, you have what it takes to weather that storm. I can tell you at one point I was fired from a job, a dream job. It was something I worked so hard for. So to lose it all in one swoop was heartbreaking. I broke down. I cried for days trying to figure out how do I bounce back from this setback. But let me tell you, I had to keep going despite the dark cloud that followed me everywhere, despite the thoughts and the whispers and all of the emotions I had swarming in my head. I had to keep moving. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know where life was taking me, but I knew I was on my way. Only because I kept moving. I did not sit and wallow in my sorrow. I kept moving. And listen, staying active is a great thing. Going after your dreams and never being dormant and satisfied and complacent, that's awesome. Getting past that plateau, that's what you reach for. But as much as you're moving to get to your goal, you must take a moment to stop. You have to stop and you have to reflect on the disappointments, on the hiccups, because it's not a failure if you learn something from it. So you have to stop and reflect and assess the issue so that you don't make the same mistakes again. So another smart man by the name of Thomas Edison, very handsome, by the way. Okay, that's my type. If you were to ask Denise what's her type, I would say Thomas Edison. Okay, he was a chunky man. He looked as if he was nice and warm to snuggle up to. He looked like a Build-A-Bear from New Jersey. Thomas Edison was from New Jersey, so you know he had a little ratchet to him. So him and I probably would be able to get along. So this is what Thomas Edison had to say about adversity. Let's get back to the subject at hand, because I know I would have been an adverse situation for Thomas the moment he laid eyes on me, honey.
Hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 hot.
Thomas Edison insisted that he did not fail 1,000 times while trying to invent the light bulb. He merely took 1,000 steps to do it. So it's never really failure if you learned something from it. These hiccups in life are just merely steps. But the trick is you have to keep stepping. You have to keep moving. You have to keep learning from these hiccups. And only then will you reach your goals. Have you ever been so afraid of failing at something that you decided not to try it at all? You are sabotaging yourself. You are creating low self-esteem. You're becoming reluctant. And I need you to be resilient. That is the secret ingredient to success. If you can figure out how to stay the course and get back into the game after a failure, you will go places and you'll make the difference you were intended to make. The truth is, most people we look up to spent more time down than up. So I want you to not feel bad for yourself. Get rid of that victim mentality and become a victor. Use your adversities and your challenges and your difficulties as a story, as your blueprint. Embrace them, learn from them, and share them. You will be surprised at how many people will be able to relate to you, understand you, and cheer for you. I'm cheering for you. I'm rooting you on. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. So get out of your own way. Get up, get moving, because today is your day, the day you will take ownership and make it a better day. Thank you for listening to the D-Day podcast with Denise Sawyer. Have a great day and keep a smile on your face. Peace.